there, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to sit down and do another viral trend that I see going around, and that is strawberry girl makeup. I might be a little late with it. I know that there was tomato girl and then this one, but I don't really see much of a difference between the two of them, except for I think in strawberry girl makeup you might add some faux freckles. But I just think it's super fun to participate in trends like this, just to sit down, use what you have, and give your own interpretation of this type of makeup. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, let's go ahead and get started. From what I've seen of this trend, it looks like just really neutral makeup with just a reddish, pinkish blush. So I'm just going to start out with the rest of my skin. So I'm using the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing and Illuminating Primers. I just like to mix the two of those together because it really looks like the skin looks pretty hydrated in most of the looks I saw. Of course, I know that you can make this your own. You can make it matte probably if you want to, but I kind of want to make it look really hydrated, really fresh and dewy for like summertime, summer strawberries. And while I'm letting that kind of sit on the rest of my face, I'm going in with, this is the Milani Under Eye Brightener in the shade Rose. It comes with one of those sponge tips, but mine actually broke off into the cap. So now it's just kind of like a regular squeezy tube, which I actually like better. I'm not really a fan of those sponge tip applicator, so this actually worked in my favor, even though I didn't break it on purpose. It just come off into the little cap, and just kind of tap that in, because I actually really like this product. I just didn't really care for that sponge tip very much, but I know that products like that are pretty popular right now. I know everybody's coming out with their own version of that. Now, from what I'm seeing on the eyes, most people are just taking a cream bronzer and running that all over their lid or in their crease. I don't like creams and liquids like that on my eyes. I feel like it just creases really badly on me. It doesn't last very long. It just really looks bad by the end of the day. So I'm actually just going in with a powder, and this is the Give Beauty I See in Color Simple Kind of Life eyeshadow palette. Just has these really pretty matte tones in it, and I'm just going to take this shade right here on a blending brush from e.l.f. Not much, just kind of run that kind of in my crease and on my lid a little bit. Now, I've seen some people use sparkle on their eye and then some don't. I'm going to be using a little bit because I just don't really like an all matte look. It's very pretty sometimes, but I love sparkle. I mostly want to have some type of sparkle all over the lid if possible. So just for that little bit of sparkle, I'm going in with the Give Beauty I See in Sparkle Multi-Dimensional Eye Pigment, and this one is in the shade Twinkle. I'd used this in a video kind of recently, and it's so pretty. It's just a really pretty sparkly loose eyeshadow. So I'm just going to, luckily I have short nails on, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just kind of just lightly scatter that around my eye, because that might have been too much, and I didn't even pick up that much, but look at all that sparkle. But I just have to have a little bit of sparkle on the lid. I just can't be without it. I mean, it's totally fine if you want to do all matte, but I just love to have a little bit of sparkle. So I'm just going to curl my lashes, and I'm going in with the Milani Highly Rated Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. I'm just going to be using that one today. I'm not going to be going in with false eyelashes. I'm just keeping this kind of even more simple. Of course, I don't think false eyelashes are complicated personally, but just keeping it more simple with just mascara. You can see that's one coat with this mascara. It's funny, I used not to like this mascara the first time I tried it, but once it dried out some, I ended up really loving it. Okay, and for my foundation, I'm going in with the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. Mine is in the shade 14W. I thought a really pretty lighter coverage skin tint kind of thing would be better for this type of look. And I'm just going to pick that up on a sponge and start pressing that around. This is one of my favorite tinted moisturizers. I think it's so good. This is one that when I run out, I definitely will repurchase. I did like the Rare Beauty foundation too, but this is more of my vibe. Okay, and for concealer, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and mine's in the shade Fair Warm. I find that if I put this a little lower on my face and then work it up, it doesn't look so heavy on me or crease so bad. I think it's a nice concealer, but I just have problems with it always looking so heavy no matter the amount I use. So I found that if I start here and then I let it sit on my skin for a little bit and then work it up, it doesn't really look as so heavy. I really want to love this concealer because it is nice. It does have nice coverage, but I just don't really like heavy full coverage concealers. It's just really not what I prefer, but this is the way I've been using it. And then I'll just take my sponge and really press it in this area first and then work my way up. And that's the way I've been using this concealer. I just find that this kind of helps it look not so heavy on my under eyes, but I really do have a severe dry under eyes. Well, I shouldn't say severe, that's probably dramatic, but they are really dry, so I prefer more of a lightweight formula that's really hydrating. Now for bronzer, I'm just going in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This one is in the shade Tan Lines. This is just their regular bronzer. This isn't the luminous one. And I just like to take my sponge and run it into it like that, and then start pressing it onto my forehead. And I'm going to take a little bit of this on my cheeks, not too much though, because I do want more of my blush to be there. And this is just a really simple look. It's just a very easy, natural, everyday kind of vibe, just with more of a reddish pinky blush, which I think I have a blush that's absolutely perfect for this look. I really love these putty bronzers. I think they're so really nice. I finally did get the Halo Glow wands from e.l.f. I finally did pick those up, but I have the blushes, I think one highlighter shade, and then of course the contour bronzer wand. I think it's called like a contour wand. Okay, before I go in with my cream blush, I do want to take a little bit of setting powder in my T-zone, and I find that if I do my blush and then do this, it takes away too much of the blush. So I'm just using the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. This one is in the light pink shade. I'm just going to take this little powder puff I have right here and just go into this area. Okay, I'm back after like maybe I'd say an hour. I thought I had charged my camera's battery, but my camera said otherwise, so that took a little bit of time. But I thought this blush would be absolutely perfect. This is from Metamorphosis. This is their liquid blush, and this is in the shade Bouquet. On my little viewfinder, it looks more red, but in person, it's more of like a really hot pinky red. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the best way I can describe it, but I thought it would be perfect for this look. And I will swatch it for you. I do have a video on my channel where I swatch all of the Metamorphosis blushes. It is a animal themed indie brand. Really beautiful product. So you can see, and I'm gonna try to blend it out so you can see the color and see what I'm seeing, how I think it's perfect for this type of look. And like the Rare Beauty liquid blushes, these are incredibly pigmented. You don't need much. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. This is the 105 brush. This has been discontinued, unfortunately, which I really hate that. It's perfect for liquid products. I'm just going to take the teeniest little drop. And I can always go back in with more if need be. But I'm going to start with a small amount because these are incredibly pigmented. But I thought this color would be perfect for this type of look. And I'm right, I think it's a perfect color. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe these blushes are only like $8. They're really affordable and they're extremely nice quality. But I will have that video link where I do show all of the blushes in their line. I'll have that link for you in case you're interested in seeing some of the other shades as well. That is a pretty blush. Perfect for this type of look. I believe Rare Beauty also has a liquid blush about in this color too, so if you have that one would work as well. I just wanted to use this one because it's been a while since I've used this particular shade. I'm going to bring it more onto this part right here because I feel like that's kind of the point. I'm also going to bring a little bit on my nose, like right there on the top, just to kind of give that little cuteness. I noticed these trends might be a little silly, just taking a makeup style and just giving them a different name, but I just think they're so cute, and it's just fun to participate in them. I just like doing my own take on them because, I don't know, they're just fun. It gives me an opportunity to use products that I already have in my collection, and I don't feel like I have to go out and buy something new. Of course, now you never have to feel like you need to rush out and buy a new product, but I know sometimes I get pulled into that as well, where I see some amazing reviews on products and I want to go get it. I want to have it. I think that is so cute. I don't really do the blush on the nose that much, but maybe I need to start. That is so cute. It's like a little cute little fairy or something. Now, I know people add in freckles, so I'm just going to try this. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this is an e.l.f. eyeliner brush. It's really little, really teeny. I'm not sure if they still make this one, but if they do, I will have it linked for you below. And I'm just going to place that in my bronzer. I don't know if this was going to work or not. I used to have the little Frick Beauty little thing, but I used it up. So these might be some really warm freckles, but there are natural freckles that are warm. You know, I used to have actually a few, not like a lot, but a few natural freckles, but I feel like just the more I actually wore like sunscreen and stuff, you didn't really, I don't know. I guess it just kind of made them go away. I'm not sure. But they are really cute. I've always thought freckles were cute. I know some people with natural freckles like to say differently, and you are absolutely entitled to your feelings, but I just think you're adorable with your freckles. I really do. You are so cute with freckles. I don't know if I'm doing that right. They're very faded, which I guess makes them look a little more natural. I don't know. I've just noticed that that's kind of what this trend has, little freckles, but I'm not really good at them, but I think that's cute enough, so we'll go with that. Now, for my lip product here, I have this from CoverGirl. This is the Simply Ageless Lip Flip Liner in the shade Devoted Red. This comes in a packaging like that. Now, this is an actual red, but I thought maybe I could sheer it out on my lips a little bit. Like, see if I could take a small amount of it, because I do have a gloss I'm going over the top with, but I want to have something down on my lips first, because the gloss is more on the sheer side, so you're really not going to see that. So I'm going to put a little bit of lip balm down so that can make it, you know, glide a little bit easier. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this on the center of my lip here, and then I'm going to take, this is a concealer brush from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna blot that out, kind of sheer it out a little bit. Now you could use your finger to do this as well, you don't have to use a brush, but I find that when I use my finger sometimes I make a mess with my lip line, so this is easier. Something like that. That's pretty. And then over the top, I'm going to take the CoverGirl. This is the Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss in the shade My Straw Booty. So I thought that'd be perfect for the Strawberry Girl makeup, Straw Booty. And it's like a sheer red. But on me, I find it to be, you can see it right there. But on my lips, I find it to look more on the clear side. So that's why I wanted to put the lip liner down first. But there you have my take on the Strawberry Girl makeup. I just think this makeup look is so cute with the blush on the nose, the cute little freckles. Just everything about this trend is just simply darling. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video. And thank you so very much for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. It truly means the absolute world to me. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!